campus of Illinois State University. This is Hancock Stadium, and welcome to our Sports Channel Plus audience, the Class 3A championship game between the Indians of DuQuoin and the Red Devils of Spring Valley Hall. Hello again, everybody. This is Game 3 of our Football Fest here. 4 games in total on Sports Channel and Sports Channel Plus. I'm joined by Jack McInerney, coach at Oak Park River Forest High School, for the 3A title match. If any team knows the road to Bloomington, it is DuQuoin. You might call this a DuQuoin Invitational. This will be 3 trips here in the last 4 years. They won in '92, second last year. They're trying for number 1 against Spring Valley Hall.
Well, Coach Martin's very first year, he wins the state championship. Comes back again last year. He's got 2 state championships under his belt. Last year they had a great start, but kind of stuttered, and they ended up losing that ball game. Today they're going to come back for that 3rd one.
22 straight points for Bloomington Central, and that was the difference as DuQuoin went down 22-12. This year, one of the starters back on defense, T.C. Craig, has now moved into the tailback spot on offense. Actually, they play a wishbone, but he does the bulk of the ball carrying. He's a good one.
He really is, but their wishbone is somewhat deceiving, Mike. It's not the wishbone that you see at Oklahoma where they run a lot of option. It's really a wishbone of power plays, running off tackle and fullback up the middle. It's a different type of wishbone, but it's ball control.
Spring Valley Hall, this is their first trip. They want to get over the hump, as Coach Gary Vicini says. He's got 2 studs in the backfield. Nick Garini is one. Eric Bryant is the other. Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside. Garini's the hoss at the fullback spot.
He really is, and of course, both of them have over 1,000 yards of rushing offense, and they both play ball control. It's more of a mix-up offense from the standpoint of multiple formations. A little different than DuQuoin's offense, but the thing is that they still move the football. We're going to see a lot of the football being run today.
Now we're going to see a lot of our friend from the Sun-Times. He is prep writer Steve Tucker, and he's with us again.
Thank you, Mike. One thing, the temperatures dropped about 15 degrees in the afternoon games when the sun went down. It's gotten kind of chilly here. One thing to look at with Hall, in last week's semifinal game, 6 times they went for it on 4th down, and 5 times they made it. So they're in 4-down territory all over the field. Their offense, besides the 2 running backs you mentioned, their line, anchored by All-Stater Jim Balazzini, they call themselves the Hog Soldiers, and they'll be a key to this game. Thanks. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Steve, now time to check in for the starting lineups with public address announcer here at Hancock Stadium, Steve Adams.
It's a lineup from Spring Valley Hall. Let's meet the head coach of the Red Devils, Gary Vicini. At left end, number 80, Nick Heiser. At left tackle, number 72, Greg Hansen. At left guard, number 60, Craig Pinter. At center, number 59, Archie Burden. At right guard, number 56, Tom Jepson. At right tackle, number 55, Jim Balzarine. At right end, number 85, John Zeal. At quarterback, number 3, Jeff Turgoletti. At halfback, number 25, Eric Bryant. At flankerback, 36, Josh Turgoletti. And at fullback, number 45, Nick Garini. Those are the Red Devils of Spring Valley Hall High School.
Let's take a look at the road to the finals. Valley Hall, 3 interceptions against Mendota, a team that had beaten Hall in the regular season. Then on over Coal City. Normally U-High, they won without throwing a pass in the snow. And Woodstock Marion, a victory there, a come-from-behind one at that, holding Jason Liska, the state's all-time ball carrier, under 100 yards. So they did quite a job to get to this point. But a lot of experience for DuQuoin. You see they are down in the southwestern part of the state. Spring Valley almost due north of here. And that's the geography lesson for today. The officials We will see him at the running back position. Right now, we're going to see Hall on offense as Stanton left foots it, and Heiser takes it on his own 12.
He's got a seam.
And Nick Heiser turns it on. He's got one man to beat. A good block from Bryant. He needs another one, and down goes Heiser deep into DuQuoin territory at the 35-yard line.
Great downfield blocks, and both of them thrown by the same guy.
52-yard return. Mike Bunton saving the touchdown. Here is Nick Heiser.
Get a cross block at the point of attack, and now there's a seam right up the hash mark. Watch the downfield block and the effort right here. There goes one. Now look at this effort right here. There goes two. That's a great effort right there.
That's Eric Bryant. He is the one of the running backs, and he is in the backfield now, moving over to the left with Nick Garini at fullback. Turgoletti the quarterback, and they give it to Bryant, and look at that move by Bryant. We told you he was Mr. Outside. You saw it there. Picked up 8 yards down inside the 30-yard line to the 28. Eric Bryant, 6-foot junior, with a flashy run after throwing 2 pretty good blocks on the kickoff return.
You see the guard right here, Craig Pinter, trapping on the little counter for Eric Bryant. Fullback goes one way to come back with a trap. It's a heck of a drive right off the bat for the Red Devils.
Brian Reeves making the stop. Nearly in the slot, and again the give up close for the first down. Nick Garini, Brian Johnson, the defensive left tackle with the stop. You're looking at the backs and the receivers for Hall. Turgoletti, that's how it's pronounced. Forget how it's spelled. Eric Bryant, Garini, Josh Turgoletti, his brother over on the flank. Heiser and Zeal, the ends. Hanson, Pinner, Burden, Jepson, and Balzarine. Balzarine's the man to watch. He is all-state. So it's a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Turgoletti over center. And Turgoletti gives it to Bryant, and Bryant this time brought down with little or no gain. Number 91 in there, the linebacker, John Gregory. One of those from DuQuoin, along with Shane Dunmeyer, number 73. There is Dunmeyer. Looking at the defensive starters, again, Stanton, we told you about, and Dunmeyer, both the starters last year. Brian Johnson, Isaac Miller across the front in the 4-3. Gregory, Martin, Tim Chambliss, Helmer, Jones, Brian Reeves, Ryan Elder back there at safety. Just the start of things here. 2 minutes gone in the first quarter, opening drive of the game. 2nd down. They shift Zeal to the right side at tight end. And again, a quick look inside. It goes to Nick Garini, and Garini is met by all sorts of folks wearing white jerseys. Tim Chambliss leading the charge.
You can see right here, it's just a give to the fullback, just basically a drive play with the fake off the fake to the fullback, and they don't get too much. The whole left side of the defensive line of DuQuoin comes up to make the stop.
Josh Turgoletti runs in a play. You're looking at Chambliss, only 170 pounds. He also plays offensive tackle. 3rd and 9. You've got Turgoletti in the slot. Heiser split left. And again they run inside, and again very little there as Garini tries right up the gut. And Johnson and Dunmeyer and Miller and Zeb Martin all combining to stop Nick Garini.
Watch the surge right here. Just a little zone scheme coming up the middle. The offensive line of Spring Valley has the nickname of the Hog Soldiers. That was a nickname given to them by the running backs, and they've gone with that all throughout the playoffs.
With 4th and 6, obviously this team is going to go from the opposition 17-yard line. Hey, they've been known to go from their own 17-yard line. Turgoletti looking, his first pass attempt, and it is going to be incomplete, but the flag, as the ball was intended for Bryant. Matt Helmer, the linebacker, in there, and it looks as though that flag can be only one thing, Jack, and that's a pass interference call.
And you know, interestingly enough, the pass was overthrown, and it turned out to be just like a hand check that you hear about in basketball. He puts his left hand down on the hip. Maybe we can see right there, just a little hand check on the hip, thrown over the top. But that results in the first down.
You saw Jeff Turgoletti. That's his reaction. So it is a first down for Spring Valley Hall. Yearly comes in along with Eric Hurst, number 12, into the backfield.
On the defense, half the distance to the goal. First down.
That's a tough play because DuQuoin held him, actually. Now they've got a 1st and goal.
Gary DeCini on the sidelines. Mounting the charge here. First and goal from the 7. Yearly in motion. On the give again. Nick Guarini. And they're trying Guarini over the middle with Tim Chambliss coming up to make the stop. And so far, DuQuoin has had the answer every time they've tried Guarini up tight.
Well, they're trying to go inside with the Guarini, 260 carries this year for 1,490 yards, 21 touchdowns. He's a big go-to guy.
He's 205. Chambliss, who brought him down, again, 165. Second down from the 5. And this time they go wide with Bryant. Bryant trying to swing it out. Touchdown! Eric Bryant, touchdown, Hall High.
Great move inside to set that up. He dipped in just long enough to freeze that safety and then dipped out and went for the flag and took it in. Eric Bryant, 6 foot, 165-pound junior.
His 12th touchdown of the season, and here it is.
Little counter right here. He's got the guard and tackle out in front of him. Watch the dip right here. Hesitates, and that draws the corner in the inside shoulder of that tackle, and he dips it out and gets into the end zone.
So Eric Bryant has given Spring Valley Hall the 6-0 lead. They will try for 2. They nearly always try for 2. Turgoletti makes the call. And they give it to the second man through, and into the end zone is Josh Turgoletti. So Spring Valley Hall, with 7:54 to go, has struck first on its opening drive. They'll come back up the field with the score. The Red Devils 8, and DuQuoin Indians will get the ball. Gary Vicini has seen his team take the ball down the field following a 52-yard kickoff return and a key 4th down pass interference penalty. So it's 8-0 with Spring Valley Hall out ahead. Roger Reed, there he is, number 76. He will kick it off to Craig, Joe Little, and Devin Jones. There is T.C. Craig, the man in the middle. Taken by Jones. And Devin Jones gets past the first wave. And he gets the ball across the 30-yard line. 13-yard return as we take one more look at the touchdown. A pretty piece of running, Jack.
Just a little counter play here to fake to the fullback. You can see both guards pulling out in front of Eric Bryant, number 25. Here's the key right there. That little move is what pulled the corner inside, and he was able to dip it outside for the touchdown.
Well, now we'll see DuQuoin on offense for the first time. Jared Willie is the quarterback. Zeb Martin, T.C. Craig, Terrell Craig, and Joe Little are the backs. But they come out with a one-back set, and that's T.C. Craig who'll take it. Al Martin changing the wishbone and going to an ace-back setup for the opening play. John Zeal, the defensive left end, making the stop. There is John Zeal at another 230-pounder. Gain of 4, call it 2nd down 6. Now they're in the wishbone. That is Zeb Martin, the fullback spot. Little and Craig are your halfbacks. And the give is to Joe Little. Little, who missed last year or most of it with an injury in the title game, gets a couple of more yards as he tries the left side. Over there is Eric Bryant.
Again, just a power play with the 2 lead backs kicking out and Little coming in behind him. Again, as we mentioned in the opening, it's a wishbone formation, but it's more of a power formation rather than option.
6:30 to go. 8-0 for the team in red, the Red Devils, and the DuQuoin Indians with their first offensive series here with a 3rd down play. Again, they give to the second back, and Joe Little again for the 1st down and more across midfield. He's brought down by Jeff Turgoletti.
Very similar to the plays that Hall ran, just a little counter off the fake to the fullback right here, and coming back with the trap. You can see the trap right at the top of your screen right there. Tim Chambliss, number 70, not real big, but does a nice job mechanically of making that trap.
The ball on the 49-yard line of Spring Valley Hall. It's a 1st down for DuQuoin. Quick hit up the middle, and Zeb Martin makes his first attempt. Zeb Martin, one of the 3 sons of the coach. Ray Actis stopped him, along with number 80 there, Nick Heiser.
That 1st down play is so important to get a good gain, whether it be 4 or 5 yards. So now you've got a better situation as far as play calling. You can see right here, just a real short, quick trap right up inside. Nice job by Zeb Martin.
Gain of 6. Ball's on the 43. Again, the wishbone. And this time, they give it to Craig. And Craig, T.C. Craig gets the first down to the 35, where Ray Actis meets him again, number 51, the 235-pound senior. And he is only 5'8" and 235. So you know he is built solid and low to the ground.
Again, off the fake to the fullback with a lead back coming in here. T.C. Craig, their leading ball carrier, 953 yards and a 6.1 average on 157 carries.
Nice move. Started right, cut back left. Good for a 1st and 10. Again, Zeb Martin. 4-2. Number 78, Joe Thompson on the stop.
Well, that's the kind of stop that the defensive fronts want to make on 1st down. They really don't want him to get more than 2 or 3 yards on that 1st down play.
A few words about Jared Willie, the quarterback. He is a junior, only 5'10", but again, very adept at running the wishbone offense. A lot of misdirection, a lot of, if you will, sleight of hand. We saw that in the 1A game with Joey Dione. Here's the pitch out on the option, and Craig takes the handoff, takes the pitch. Could have been trapped in the backfield, but he makes a nice gain there. Again, 1st down, close to the 20. And Actis, along with Jeff Turgoletti, finally make the stop.
Watch Jarrett Willie really gets drilled here in the option. You can see what happens is 2 guys take the quarterback, and we did not defend the wishbone on the perimeter very well here. Jarrett Willie really gets drilled, but makes a nice pitch for a big gain to T.C. Craig.
11-yard pickup for T.C. The ball on the 22-yard line. Gary the senior hoping now his defense will hold. The 8th play of the drive coming up here, 1st and 10.
He breaks the bone again.
Play clock down to 5 with the single back, and it's Zeb Martin. And Zeb Martin with a good gain to the 15.
The long distance flag coming in there on that play.
Yeah, they fired that one from, is that East, Jack? You know, to this day I never know.
That's East. That's why I dropped my knees every time thinking that you weren't on the Santa Maria.
And we have the face mask call.
Right here, it's just a zone play backside of the fullback. Let's see if we can see where that play is. It's hard to see from here.
Oh, and that'll be a half the distance. Here's George Laurent. Well, I guess there's something with George's mic that isn't there. We have a 1st and goal now for DuQuoin. Spring Valley Hall scored on its first drive. DuQuoin has had the ball now for nearly 6 minutes. Second man through, Little, and Little is stacked up.
Again, running the little cross buck.
Ray Actis, number 51, and Nick Garini coming in to stuff this play cold.
You can see right there the fake to the fullback. They're blocking down, but the lead back on the other side, Zeb Martin, was supposed to lead that play. Didn't get much.
Second down, maybe loss of a yard. Straight wishbone here. Second man through. Craig again, and Craig gets inside the 5 to the 3. Brought down by Heiser.
Just power football coming right at you. You can see everybody blocking down, and there's Martin kicking out, and the lead back leading up into the hole right there. Just nothing but power football. Real good job up front by Elder, Chambliss, and Reggio on the right side of the line.
Reggio is a big guy, and when we say it, we mean it. He's a junior. He is 312 pounds. They're working on his footwork, but they're quite happy with him. 3rd down and goal from the 3. They give it to Martin. Martin pushing, but he is met by Zeal, and it's going to be 4th down, well short of the goal line.
And they ran right in behind of Big Mike Reggio, 312-pound junior, but not much push. Let's take a look at the right side, left side of your screen. The big guard right there kind of stands up. Good job there. The defensive tackle coming down to make the big play.
John Zeal with the big stop here. Now we're at 4th down and 3. This whole drive has been on the ground. And we'll see what happens here. The wishbone. Murray and Little are the running backs. Jared Willie, and Willie is not going to get there. That play was in trouble from the beginning. Look at Nick Heiser. As Jared Willie on the option had no place to go with it.
I actually think this was designed to be a sprint out off the option fake. You can see right here, there's really nobody there to pitch to, and just not really well run here, as you can see. Let's take a look. They're blocking here. Kind of gets tripped up on the fullback. Good penetration coming up the top of the field to take away the pitch man to force him to turn and run with the ball. There's two ways to defend the option. You can defend it or you can attack it. And in that case, the defense attacked it.
Turgoletti to throw from his own end zone. Floats this one out intended for Heiser. Dangerous pass. Two defenders around him. Matt Helmer made the stop along with Brian Reeves are on the defense. And that play was just thrown up for grabs. .605 on the drive, but it goes for naught. And you have to credit Big Craig Pinter with a critical stop. So 2nd and 10. A minute 25 to go. And the give with room. Look out. It's Bryant. And Bryant gets close to a 1st down and across the 15. Matt Helmer making the stop. And Eric Bryant is showing some moves already in the 1st quarter.
He really came out of here buzzing. Good fake to the fullback, and he was running hard. That was a big play for him, for Eric Bryant, 165-pound junior.
Clock ticking, a minute 9. And a 1st and 10 on that 11-yard gain. They go into the I. And the up man, this is Guarini, and Guarini just plowing straight ahead. He gets about 3 yards. Helmer joins the fray, so does Zeb Martin. As well as number 30, Jason Stanton.
Well, they're coming up. They're reading that play. They're really keying on the fullback. And once they see determination of direction, those linebackers are filling fast.
31 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. And they're in a wishbone look right here. And coming through, this is Josh Turgoletti. Turgoletti, who hasn't seen much action. Brian Reeves stopping him, but Turgoletti out to the 30-yard line, and that'll move the chains again as the 1st quarter now in its final 11 seconds.
Well, they're really playing off the fullback fake and giving it to the 2nd man through because those linebackers are literally collapsing down on that fullback, and so consequently the halfback is coming open as the 2nd man through on that fake.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, and quite an exciting 1st quarter it is. Spring Valley Hall with its 1 touchdown on its 1st drive, leading 8-0. Coach Al Martin talking there with his DuQuoin Indians. They've got to talk some strategy here, and we'll be back to start period number 2 after this. Bob Albrecht, our Sports Channel crew in the truck, and our statistician Dave Berkson, spotter Mark Sikora. We're all here as we're watching DuQuoin and Spring Valley Hall. Start of the 2nd quarter. Isaac Miller, the big stop.
Both these teams are moving the ball extremely well up and down the field. They got their running games in high gear.
Well, the only score came really as a result of a 52-yard kickoff return and then a key 4th down penalty.
That has been the difference thus far.
2nd down and 8. Guarini and Bryant in the I. And this is Nick Guarini, and Nick Guarini again going off to the left. Brian Johnson, number 50, to stop. Al Martin, been in the playoffs every year, won his first year as head coach. Gary Vicini, this is his first trip in, and he has been at the helm for a dozen years. Came out of Illinois Wesleyan. First 3 years, Vicini 3-6, 1-8, 0-9. Third down, 6. Two-back set, Yearly in motion. And the ball's on the ground. Ball is loose, still free, all over it. Still, it's greased, and DuQuoin says it's got it. And George Lorenz says, yes, you do. Dylan Jones, number 22, making the recovery. Isaac Miller got in there, actually, and made that with Jones right next to him. And a big turnover for the Indians.
You can see right here coming down, he just loses the ball trying to pull it back off the fake to the fullback. And that defensive player does a great job right there, Sean Dunmeyer, holding him off till he gets help to recover that football.
You see Jones right there. So we go over to DuQuoin from the Hall 34, and they give it to Marino DeMarie. At DeMarie, number 31. Good chunky yardage into the secondary. First down, Jeff Turgoletti makes the stop. Marino DeMarie, 6-foot junior. Played a little last year as well.
Again, the little counter you can see right here coming back off the trap to the fullback. And they're making a big play out of this, and they're forced to do that because the linebackers are flying out of there to stop the counter, which has been a big play in the first quarter, and they're giving up the fullback in that inside trap.
Gain of 11, 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. DuQuoin on the march after the turnover. Quickly up the middle, and Zeb Martin. Short gain.
Same play, but didn't go anywhere that time.
Check it, DeMarie again on the his second carry. John Zeal coming up to make the stop. So they've got DeMarie at fullback. Little and Craig are the two halfbacks on the wishbone.
Pass wide.
First time. Jared Willie looking. He's got a man wide open. Complete touchdown, Reeves. Brian Reeves all alone. Back up tight end, 22-yard reception. Beautifully executed play as Jared Willie, again, who doesn't pass much, passes effectively. His 9th touchdown pass of the year and the 4th to Brian Reeves.
So that play was created by Jared Willie putting the pressure on the corner. You can see right here with the fake. He gets outside, and what this does is it forces the secondary to roll up because he's already broken contain. And right here you can see he's got a man wide open. He could have ran that or threw that. Nice catch and a touchdown.
Now the question of go for two. DuQuoin will try for 2 here. Reeves out to the right.
Notice the formation. You got a trip set, which is 3 receivers wide.
Along with Ryan Elder, number 84.
Could be some sort of a pick play.
Again, they sprint out with Willie. And Jared Willie trying to get in. Does he make it? Yes, he does. Jared Willie tucked it up. 5'10", 150. Didn't find any receivers open, so went the hard way. Took the hit, made the play.
Tell you what, he took a big hit. There was a real collision at that cone right at the corner of the end zone. Top 3 receivers at the top of the screen. What they're doing is running off the coverage. And I think it's a real smart play here. Watch the... Wow, he takes a lick right there.
He's in.
He still comes up ticking.
9:15 to go. We're all tied at 8. We'll be back with more of the 3A Championship here on Sports Channel Plus. And Jason Stanton will kick it off. And it is short. Goes out of bounds in front of Zeal and out of bounds at the 30. So a lot of options here for Spring Valley Hall.
Because the kickoff went out of bounds.
Boy, that was really I don't know what he was trying to do there. It really looked like he actually, his foot stuck in the turf as he was about to kick it.
Well, let's see. They can either take it on the 35 or make him kick it again 5 yards back, or take it where it went out of bounds on the 30. So looks like they're going to kick it again.
And after seeing him kick it that way, that's what I would do also.
Spoken as a true coach would. 9 minutes 15 seconds to go in the first half.
Team kick out of bounds. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
Well, DuQuoin will kick again, this time from the 35. You're looking at Jason Stanton. And there is Nick Heiser, one of the deep men back there, along with Bryant and Yearly. Remember, it was Heiser who broke that 52-yard kickoff return on the opening kick.
Anybody that's ever kicked a football can appreciate the impact on that foot in this kind of weather for those players. And you can see he just has a regular gym shoe on there. No, he's got the square toe now, like the steel tip show.
Yeah, he's a lefty kicker, so Stanton will go from the 35. And this one also is
got a bad shoe, I think.
We better call Danny Abramowitz here. We got a problem. Houston,
better go back to the other shoe.
Well,
take the ball, sure. Your luck is going to run out sooner or later with that. He's going to kick it into the end zone.
Stanton has been a kicker for a couple of years, and normally a very good one.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. Receivers elect to take the ball at the 40. First down.
Okay, so Hall will take over at its 40-yard line, I believe, is where the ball went out. So good field position as you look at Jeff Turgoletti. Number 1 in his class, wants to go into engineering, and right now he's going to engineer another offensive drive for Spring Valley Hall.
It's really nice to have the number 1 academic person in your class to be the quarterback. That kind of helps if you want to call audibles.
Heiser comes to the right split, full house backfield. Dorini in the middle, the fullback. And it is Nick Dorini, second man through. It's Josh Turgoletti, and Josh Turgoletti is thrown for a loss in the backfield. Nicely done again by Chad Reams, number 17, and Isaac Miller, number 61, combining to tackle him for a loss of 2. Back to the 40, make it a loss of 1.
Nice job there of assignment football. Inside linebackers were responsible for the middle. Corners took the second man through.
Very fast-paced first half, Jack.
Well, they're not throwing the ball too much.
2nd and 11. Again, the full house. They take it from Dorini, and back goes Turgoletti to throw. Hit as he goes, but it is complete. It is Bryant, and Bryant, again with a huge chunk of yardage. Helmer, and check it, that's Ryan Elder making the stop way downfield. 30-yard gain. Deep into DuQuoin territory.
Play action fake, and as we spoke about not throwing the ball too much, we must have our booth here bugged, because invariably when we say it, they go back and do just the opposite. Nice throw, nice catch by Eric Bryant.
Well, you take a look here, number 22, Devin Jones, thinks he's got an interception here. Whoops. Jones only 5'10", Bryant 6 feet. And they stay on the ground now and get very little out of it as Bryant on the game. You're taking a look at number 91, the linebacker John Gregory. And one of the reasons DuQuoin has done so well, says that man Al Martin's development of the 2 linebackers, Helmer and Gregory, who didn't start at any level until this year. Helmer's a senior, so's Gregory. 2nd and 9. They send Turgoletti out on the right wing. Back it comes to Bryant. Bryant nowhere to go this time. Upended nicely again by DuQuoin. Devin Jones coming up from the cornerback spot to make that play.
Well, really, that's a job of the secondary and the outside linebacker. Watch number 30 at the bottom of your screen. He just stays home, even though they're coming back. He never goes with the flow initially. Here comes Devin Jones coming up. They're playing man coverage. He was reading the tight end blocking. He just came up to stuff the play.
3rd down and 10. Ball just outside the 30. Good look at Jeff Turgoletti. And they go to the inside handoff on the reverse. This is Yearly, and Yearly gets nothing. Eric Yearly Stopped by Matt Helmer on a third down play, and once again it's fourth and a bunch for Hall.
DuQuoin doing a real good job of reading their keys. They're staying home on the counter here. The backside people going nowhere. There's not a lot of movement in the backfield as far as the backside, weak side of the play. Do a nice job of stopping that reverse.
Hall 0 for 3 on third down conversions. You remember the key fourth down in the first quarter seemed to be an incomplete pass, but a pass interference penalty set up the touchdown. 4th and 9. Pergoletti gets through, gets away, completes it to Zeal for the first down.
Big
to the
play.
17-yard line. And Jeff Pergoletti made that play. Helmer and Martin bring down Zeal, and Zeal is slow to get up. He took the hit over the middle, and he's holding his left elbow.
You see a little play action fake here. Should have had him right there. Number 73, Sean Dunmeyer, missed him. Turns around, delivers the football.
Well,
John Zeal.
Jack, a team that's lived and died, mostly lived on fourth down this season, is doing it again.
It's an outstanding play here by Jeff Pergoletti.
14-yard pickup. There's Zeal, and he took the shot.
He's a big target, 6'2", 230 pounds.
Eric Yearley in motion. 1st and 10 from the 16. Again, the first man through. This is Guarini, and he takes half the defensive line, led by Martin and Jones. The linebackers coming up, cornerback. There is Martin, 2-year starter.
You see a little short trap inside again to the fullback, trying to cut back, and there's a good shot of Martin coming up. Number 25, Zeb Martin, 6'1", 200-pound senior.
3-yard pickup. Jeff Muntz, number 81, is in, one of the receiver spots. Rossini, very vocal on the sideline. Pergoletti on the right wing. Tight formation, and they give it to Guarini, and Guarini fighting his way through. Seems to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he gets inside the 10.
Great effort right there.
John Gregory bringing him down as Nick Guarini made that play.
He's really stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just poor tackling right here. You can see they're not wrapping up, and he just does a nice job of spinning out. 205 pounds of power.
Spun away from Brian Johnson, number 50, and sets up a third down and little more than 1.
If he had been stopped initially, they would have had a third down and 8.
Back to the full house backfield. Yearley goes in motion. Ends are in tight and up the middle for the first down. Doing it himself. Pergoletti, Brian Johnson making the stop.
Pergoletti, let's take a look at 59. Archie Burton, the center, does a nice job, 190-pound senior. And the right guard, Tom Jepson, and the left guard, Greg Pinter. Nice job of getting off the ball, pick up that first down.
Clock is running, 4:20 to go first half. We are tied at 8. 1 touchdown in the first quarter for the Red Devils. DuQuoin coming back in the second quarter. The Red Devils driving again. 1st and goal from the 5. Josh Pergoletti in motion to the left. Jeff Pergoletti on the option. Down just short of the goal line. Jeff Munn signaling touchdown, but he was down at about the 1.
Well, at 6'4", he can stretch out pretty good here. Just following in on the option, coming down the line. And they don't want to pitch it down here, and he's trying to stretch out that 6'4" frame, get it in the end zone.
Ball is on the half-yard line as Jeff Pergoletti gets the play coming in from Nick Heiser.
Now let's see if they go over the right side of the line, Mike.
Josh Pergoletti, touchdown. His first touchdown of the season, and the brothers get together. Jeff hands it off to Josh, and Josh gets 6.
Going in behind Greg Pentner and Greg Hansen, the left tackle. You can see right here, number 60, Greg Pentner, and Hansen, number 72, 6'1", 230-pound senior tackle, doing a nice job.
Once again, the 2-point try Inside, second man again. This time it's Josh Turgoletti one more time. So little brother Josh, the sophomore, puts up a couple. Check it, he's a junior. Right now he's a hero. He scored the touchdown, the two-point conversion. And the Red Devils with 3:16 to go break out the band and go up by a touchdown and 2. Here's the conversion again, and watch 36.
Second man through, draws the fullback. Linebackers down on the fullback, and a nice job of the second man through. Josh Turgoletti, 6'1", 175-pound junior. He's having a big game. He hasn't been a big stat guy for them during the entire season because they've been going with Nick Guarini and Eric Bryant, but he's doing a nice job tonight.
Well, actually, Josh Turgoletti filled in. The starter at that position was disciplined, kicked off the team, and Josh has filled in the last half of the season. So he is making the most of the opportunity here.
Let's take a look at it here from ground level. Fake to the fullback. The secondary kind of holding their ground, but a good surge by the left side of the offensive line of Spring Valley Hall, and they get their touchdown with Josh Turgoletti.
And Hall has had the ball more than 14 minutes here in the second quarter, nearly double the time of possession than DuQuoin. And they lead by a touchdown, 16-8, 3:16 to go. 5 plays, 59 yards. You see it there. Boy, Gary Vassini's getting a lot of face time today on the air. He looks like one of the character actors in one of the series. I'm trying to remember who. If you would like to comment on that, send your cards and forget about it.
I don't watch enough TV to know those.
I don't either, but I play one on TV. Taking a look at Roger Reed, who will kick off again. T.C. Craig, the deep man. And Reed doesn't get much on this one, and it is taken by one of the up players. And down he goes. Let's see who ran that kickoff back.
Got a late flag coming in there.
Flag coming in. It was number 82, Tony Jones. And we'll see what the flag is. Here's George Lorenz.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. It's like a personal foul.
Let's see if we can see it here. Could be a late hit right here. Is he down? That's not it right there, but we're coming right here. That's it right there.
Boom.
He's already down.
Looks like, yeah, the late hit goes against Jeff Holacher. Holacher, normally a starting defensive back. So that'll cost him 15 and give DuQuoin some excellent field position with time to work. 3:11 to go. Here's Jeff Holacher.
There's his teammates trying to cover up for him.
He's had a rough season. He was out for several games with a fractured bone in his back, but he's been cleared to play, and he's been seeing a lot of action on defense. From near midfield at the 48, DuQuoin breaks the bone, goes to the one-back set. And a short gain. Zeb Martin going in for a couple of yards. Joe Thompson at 6'2", 210 stops him. Relatively penalty-free game. Of course, that big one against DuQuoin set up the first Hall touchdown. They stay in the wing with the single back, and they give it around to Joe Little, and Little nearly broke it, tripped up as he crossed into the secondary. Heiser made the play, but Craig Pinner tripped him up.
Actually, number 30, the outside split end, did a nice job there. Jason Stanton of not blocking the corner, which would have been a clip. He held off, and that really helped on that last play. Good judgment.
Close to a first down. We'll take a measurement here.
If you saw that, have him write it down there. I thought it looks like you're playing bingo, but
Steve Marie, the only setback. As Jared Willie goes to throw, completed in and out of the hands of Ryan Elder.
Running before he caught the ball. Had the ball, tried to turn and run before he had complete possession. Lost concentration.
Elder, the leading receiver on this team, 16 catches. Had this one, and just as you
Watch
said,
him turn. There he goes.
Off early. Ooh, take it with you.
Another angle here, kind of turning before he gets the ball. He knows he's wide open. He wants to get up the field.
Tom Jepson, the linebacker on the coverage. There is Ryan Elder.
Brian Elder had 15 catches during the regular season for 279 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Second down, receiver split left and right. Little in the slot. And this is Elder, holds on to this one, gets the block from Little, down to the 35-yard line.
84, Ryan Elder.
Where Josh Turcoletti brings him down.
Trying to make that a flanker screen. They threw it to the slot side. He picked up the man and had him. And watch the left side of the line here coming down. They get rid of it. Now they release. You can see the man in front of him, the slot man, blocking on his guy, and then he's trying to get in behind those linemen that pulled. And good job of defense there by...
Well, Little 5'8", 145 on Josh Turcoletti, 6'1", 175. Wasn't a match right there because Josh Turcoletti got him. 3rd and 3. Back to the wishbone. First man through DeMarie, and Marino close to a first down, but I believe he's going to be short. Looking again, number 51, Ray Actis, who's been very active on the defensive line. Joe Thompson helping out.
Big split there from the tackle, but there's the inside trap. And just a nice job of closing down by John Zeal, number 85, 6'2", 230-pound defensive tackle.
Actis, there he is. And his teammates will face a 4th and 1 here with 1:03 to go. The ball on the 33-yard line. Certainly a critical point at this juncture with DuQuoin in possession, trailing. And there you see the time of possession, not only because DuQuoin's had the ball the last 2 minutes. They were almost doubled by Hall. 4th and 1. And Zeb Martin, with plenty to spare, gets the first down to the 30. And quickly they huddle back as the chains will move.
And remember,
Ryan Elder coming in with a play, Jack.
Running right at the bubble. Zeb Martin, the fullback, picks up that first down. But remember, they can spike the ball. And there's big Mike Riggio, 312 pounds.
They went right through him and used him. 51 seconds and counting. First down, Jared Willie, deep drop, should set up the screen. He's got it to Craig. And TC running, touchdown, DuQuoin.
Good
what a
play.
Beautifully executed play, 29 yards. TC Craig, the little screen, you can see that developing. Jack, it did so beautifully.
Well, Jarrett Willie started to sprint out a little bit, which got the linebackers to pull out of the middle because they wanted to rotate with the flow of his movement going to the perimeter. And then he pulls up and throws it back over the middle to T.C. Craig. Good job of blocking, but an even better job of second effort by T.C. Craig.
We'll show it to you again.
Let's take a look. Notice how Willie starts sprinting out and getting depth, which really draws everybody in here. Nice job right here at T.C. Craig.
See that wall right in front of him.
Good job of downfield blocking. Good job of second effort.
Nathan Reams throwing a key block downfield, and T.C. Craig finding his way to the end zone from ground level in case you missed it.
Well, we always tell the kids, don't you think it's ironic that all of a sudden you're not getting blocked very hard? You got to back off and think screen, but it's a little too late here. Good job of getting downfield by Nathan Reams, number 68, and Matt Scaloni, number 79, the other defensive tackle, and Steve Knapp, the center.
Craig, the combination there, but you have to give credit to the line. Excellent blocking, well-executed play. It certainly seemed like it was going to develop into a screen, but when you're down on that field, Jack, if you bite, you can't.
It's tough to backpedal.
Yeah. Now the try 4-2.
Kind of surprised they took Craig out.
They've got DeMarie in there. Willie again with the sprint out. He's got a man wide open. And converting it, Brian Reeves.
Excellent throw. Excellent throw. The coverage wasn't that bad. And in the goal line situation, you tell the defensive backs, come underneath, forcing to throw it over your head, not in front of you. And they did that, and he still put the ball on the money.
And Brian Reeves using all of his 6'2" frame. And watch him go right over the defense here, Jack.
Good little counter fake. He drops the ball right over the top. Nice catch, nice throw.
Eric Bryant on the coverage. And again, well executed with 41 seconds to go. We have got, as they say, a barn burner. A ball will receive, of course.
30, Jason
Stanton kicking off. There is Jason. Heiser, Bryant, and Yearly. There is Heiser. And they squib this one, and it is covered. by Hall.
You know, he didn't want to do that. I think he wanted to punch it through a little further down the field because this is going to give them time in midfield to move the ball a little bit.
Al Martin, 7 plays, 52 yards, 3 minutes, 35 seconds with T.C. Craig, the touchdown reception, tying the game at 16. Tergaletti leads them out. Tergaletti to try to throw. Shoots it over the middle and intended for a hyzer, but just a little bit behind it.
Got a crossing pattern underneath. We've got a penalty flag in the backfield, which could be holding or roughing the quarterback.
Could be a roughing the passer. No, it's a hold. Go against the offense. George Lorenz.
Now this is a good spot for a screen or a draw.
So it's 1st and 28.
There's a draw.
And there is the draw, Coach. You do it. And Garini, a big hit taken over there by Zeb Martin and Chad Reams. But yeah,
interesting draw. Oftentimes you go straight back and hand it. What he did is he went behind the back. And the reason for that is you tell the linebackers, don't drop until the quarterback gets beyond the back.
But he will go no further because that is the end of the first half. Before the start of the third quarter, let's go down to Steve Tucker. He's got Gary Vicini with him.
Well, Coach, score is even, the stats are even. What do you have to do to win this game in the second half?
Well, I think probably Al's saying the same thing. We've got to get a stop somewhere along the line defensively and then turn around and get a score. We had a couple of breakdowns in that first half, a fumble, which was a big turnover, and they turned that in for a score. So we have to just play some assignment football in the second half like we have all year, and hopefully get a stop and then do something there with the ball.
Their defense is holding people to 6.7 points a game. You have 16 at halftime. That's the most they've given up in the playoffs.
Well, we feel we can move the ball, but right now it's not a case of us scoring. Obviously we got to score, but we've got to make our own defensive stops on there because they're doing a real fine job moving the ball themselves. So we've talked about more defensive adjustments at the halftime than we did offensively.
Thanks. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mike.
With the kick, made it 22-12, and that was Anna DuQuoin for last year. Now they're going to try to win it this year, and they will receive the second half kickoff. And very quickly up and down with a fine stop by Tom Jepson.
That was a real pop on that kickoff.
Once again, it was Tony Jones running it back 8 yards. So DuQuoin will be on the offense here with the backfield of Jared Willie at quarterback, Martin at the fullback, T.C. Craig, Joe Little the halfbacks. Those are the starters. All tied up from their own 41. Good field position. And they give it to Joe Little, who we haven't heard much from. Nick Garini making the stop on Little after a gain of 3.
Well, they're trying to mix it up. And again, the fake to the fullback right here, and the tackle comes. It's a tackle trap. He gets bounced around a little bit here. Not much of a play there for Joe Little.
Ends are in tight. 2nd and 7. The sprint out and turning it up is Jared Willie, and Willie close to first down yardage, crossing midfield.
Little counter action on the option here. Goes one way and comes back and turns it upside when the people that had the pitch went up to take the pitch. Watch him fake to the fullback. He'll spin around. It's a lead option here. They block down. They take the pitch people. He sees the seam and turns up inside. Nice play.
And that's what a good option the wishbone quarterback will do. He'll make that decision at the line of scrimmage. Ray Actis on the stop. About a yard short here on 3rd down. And they give it to Martin, and Martin fighting his way across first down territory. John Zeal putting the blocks to him, but not before they'll move the chains, and they're in Red Devils territory.
Well, again, Zeb Martin being the workhorse. You can see right here, it's just a veer scheme. They're just wedge blocking behind Mike Riggio, 6'1", 312 pounds. But the key to that was number 70, Tim Chambliss, the right tackle, 5'10", 170 pounds.
And he will be a key if he can do his job at that weight, DuQuoin will be in a lot better shape. 1st and 10. Again, it's Little, and Little breaks free. And Joe Little close to first down yardage again. Nick Heiser tripping him up as he gets across the 40.
I think if Joe Little would have kept running north and south, he would have had a much bigger gain. You can see right here, second man through, fake one way, just a little counter lead. He comes back, and right here he tries to stop and cut back to the sidelines. Had he been going up the field, I think he would have had a longer gain here. Nice job of blocking here by Zeb Martin. Nice run by Little.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Right up the middle is Jared Willie. Look at him go. Jared Willie. He's to the 10. Inside, still going. Dragged it down. Jared Willie, just a quick snap, and he went. Eric Bryant finally making the tackle, but it's a 32-yard gain, and once again, DuQuoin is threatening.
He certainly didn't run like he was 150 pounds. On this, you can see right here, there's nobody over the center, and he just out-quicks the down defensive tackles. Good job here spinning, 150-pounder, 5'10 junior, Jarrett Willie. Big play for DuQuoin.
And Eric Bryant carried him the last 10 yards. So at the 7-yard line, it's 1st and goal. DuQuoin looking for his first lead of the ball game. Start of things here in the 3rd quarter. Zeb Martin straight ahead. Check it. That is Zeb Martin. Straight ahead, gets maybe a yard.
2nd and goal from the 6.
Good shot there of Joe Thompson, number 78. Here's Martin. You can see Riggio coming down, and Tim Chambliss trying to block down, but the defensive tackle had already got across his face. He came right in the seam to make the play on Zeb Martin.
2nd and goal. And this is Little. Finds a crack. He's in. Touchdown, Indians.
Second man through again off the counter action. Fakes to the fullback one way and comes back to Little. Nice little cutback. Nice run. Touchdown.
6-yard gainer.
Let's watch the fake right here. The fullback. It's a lead with Zeb Martin leading the play through off the counter action. And Joe Little makes a nice little run to get into the end zone. 5'8", 145-pound senior.
Well, he had a quiet first half, but he scored 4 to take the lead, 22-16. Again, the try for 2-point conversion. The sprint out. They try that same play again and again with a deflection. No. Josh Turgoletti on the defense. They went to Ryan Elton, who says he's had it.
He's overruling here. We're having a nope.
The official, the first time DuQuoin has the lead. Stanton the kickoff. Taken by Heiser in the middle. Heiser to the 30. And Nick Heiser with another nice run back. He is stopped by Jesse Reed of the Indians, number 40. Check it by Mike Bunton of the Indians, number 41. There's Bunton.
Somebody has an injury there on the sideline for Hall.
Josh Turgoletti seems to be the injured player. May just, from the looks of things, he may just have the wind knocked out of him a bit. So here comes Hall on the attack, down for the first time in this ball game. Full house backfield again, and they give it to Bryant, and Bryant with a good gainer up to the 40-yard line.
I've been really impressed with Eric Bryant. He really runs hard.
Jones and Dunmeyer making the stop. Bryant short of a first down. Time ticking down. Under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Eric Bryant, of course, is the other back that has over 1,000 yards with 11 touchdowns. Key is he's been averaging 7 yards a carry.
Carini and Josh Turgoletti, the other backs. And they give it to Josh Turgoletti, and Josh Turgoletti, who has a touchdown to his credit, up across the 45. Move the chains again.
Now, when you run plays like that, you have to sustain your blocks at the point of attack because it takes longer to get there. And you can see right there, number 72, Greg Hansen, 6'1", 230-pound senior, doing a nice job of offensive tackle of sustaining the block against Brian Johnson, number 50.
Well, these are two heavyweights going at it. One takes a punch at one, and the other one takes a shot the other way. Again, the full house backfield. First down, Guarini. Nick Guarini moves the pile across the field, the 50-yard line. Once again, Isaac Miller on the tackle along with Dunmire.
Isaac Miller in on the tackle again. Gain of 4.
Gary Vicini, very calm on the surface. On 2nd and 5. Again, they go with Josh Turgoletti, and he gets to the chain. Looks to be a first down. Watch the linebacker, John Gregory, as we take a look at him, number 91.
See if he gets caught with the fake to the fullback. Right there, number 55 comes out on him, makes the play. Jim Balzerini, that big all-state tackle, 240 pounds.
There's Gregory. He's 5'11", 175. Again, one of the fast finishers here whose development hastened the improvement of this team. First down. Again, it's Bryant. And Bryant with some room. Brian Reeves making the tackle, but Bryant gets healthy. Bryant gets some healthy yardage.
Well, interesting. They're spending a lot of time running behind, not so much behind their right offensive tackle, but behind their left tight end. You can see the counter right here, coming back with the back leading up. And number 85, Nick Hauser, 6 foot, 150 pound, or excuse me, John Zeal, number 85, 6'2", 230 pound senior. The longer it takes on a play like that, they have to sustain the blocks longer at the point of attack.
Josh Turgoletti comes out. Eric Yearley comes in. As you see, John Zeal, 230-pound tight end. That's 2nd and 3. And this time it is Guarini, first man through, and he is through. Another first down past the 30-yard line.
They're really putting a lot of pressure on those inside linebackers, trying to determine whether they want to come in, stay inside with the fullback, or go with the halfbacks on the counters.
Zeb Martin will come up to make the stop, but again, ball getting into the secondary with regularity, and it's a first down.
Offensive line of Hanson, Pinter, Burden, Jepson, and Balzerini doing an excellent job.
Balzerini, an all-state player. First down, and this is Josh Turgoletti. Josh Turgoletti gets 4 yards to the 25.
61, Isaac Miller in on that tackle for DuQuoin.
Isaac Miller, there is he. And there he is. Another one of those smallish down linemen who are doing the job for DuQuoin. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Josh Turgoletti. Doesn't get much here. Maybe a yard. Miller and Dunmire, the right side of that line, combining to stop him.
Well, you can only pound and pound so long, and right there you can see the left side is slanting in that direction, and that's the surge that comes up with the defensive stop. Nice job by number 73, Sean Dunmire.
Eyes are out. Eric Hurst is in, wide receiver. He lines up tight on the left side. Bryant.
We're going to have another one of those fourth down plays.
And it'll be 4th and 3. Bryant got possibly a yard before Dunmire and Stanton combined to stop him.
See again, 85, John Zeal.
Well, 4th down. No question here. 4th down, 3 to go. Turgoletti, Bryant, Guarini, and Jeff Turgoletti calls the timeout. And we'll take one, too. Gary Vicini will discuss this with his quarterback. Smart play. It shows some good leadership. It also shows they weren't quite sure of what they wanted to do. We'll be back. None more important than this to the moment. Josh Turgoletti. Jeff Turgoletti. And Jeff Turgoletti got it. Seems to have it, not by much. Devin Jones on the tackle. But Turgoletti on the option here, takes it over the right side and gets the first.
You can see they squeeze the linebackers down inside and press them inside. He just rolls outside here. Nice downfield block. Good tackle, but not enough to stop him from getting the first down.
The drive has gone 10 plays in more than 5 minutes. 1st and 10 from the 17. Again, the full house backfield. Guarini, the quick hitter. And Guarini breaks through. He's got the touchdown.
Again, running behind that all-state tackle, Jim Balzerine, 6', 240-pound senior. And John Zeal, the tight end, 6'2", 230, do a great job at the point of attack for Nick Guarini.
22 yards, his 22nd touchdown of the season. Have a look.
You can see right there, they pancaked the linebacker. He's got a nice open path to the end zone. Nick Guarini, 5'10", 205-pound senior. Again, as we have all evening here, they're going for 2.
That's Eric Yearley on the right wing. Yearley with the ball. Ooh, Yearley packed at the goal line. Did he get in?
Oh, no.
Oh, he did not. Great stand-up play by the defense. Zeb Martin, number 25. Let's see who else is in on it, but an outstanding clutch play by the DuQuoin defense.
Wow, that was almost too close to call.
Watch Matt Helmer, number 34, the linebacker, along with Martin, number 25, Jack.
They're trying to freeze everybody inside with the fake to the fullback and the wingback, and they come back. Let's watch this. There's a clip right there. And right here, it looks like he is in with the ball, but he didn't reach out.
Helmer with the stop.
You can see where the official's putting his mark in his
Ryan Reeves, number 80. Watch him here at the bottom of your picture, Jack.
Right here, you see where he has the ball?
And Martin makes sure.
Well, that's a good call by the official. At least from here, it looks that way.
You're right. That was some kind of clip, too. And there is Reed to kick it off. Somebody better pick it up. And back it comes to Little. And Little having his problems back there, and that could have been a disaster for DuQuoin, but the Indians hold on to the possession, although they don't have the good field position that they've been used to lately.
Well, these kicking teams have really been punching the ball through here, and you can see right here, it's just a bad hop, and this happens on AstroTurf. Got real good field position.
From the 25, DuQuoin now in a tie ball game again. T.C. Craig trying to swing it wide, and Craig goes up the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds. Bryant finally got him as he turned the corner.
Nice run.
10 plays, 68 yards, and look at that healthy chunk of clock. 5:22. And Nick Guarini, the 17-yard run to cap it off.
There was a gain of 8, 2nd down, 2 coming out.
Jared Willie, just a junior, 16 years old, showing lots of good leadership here. He's got his team 2nd and 8 on the 32. To Martin, and Martin the quick hitter. Zeb Martin across the 40, 1st down and more. Taken down finally by Joe Thompson, and a good chunk of running. Nothing fancy about this guy, Jack.
Not at all. He's not an open field runner. He's just a workhorse. You can see right here, he's just a little short trap again. Real quick trap by Nathan Reams. And Martin, with just good effort, spins around, lowers the shoulders, keep working north and south. He's not an east and west runner. He just wants to get up the field.
1st down, their own 43.
Option.
Swinging out to Little. And Little being met by Reed, and then finally finished off by Thompson.
Well, they had nobody out on the perimeter to block the man who had the pitch, so it made it very difficult. We'll take a look at it here. Just to fit a little counter option coming back. You can see almost everybody's taken. The man is supposed to take the pitch man. There's 2 people on him. Little was very fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ray Actis finishing off what Joe Thompson started. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Ends in tight. standard wishbone formation. Back to throw it.
Got a man wide open.
Willie looking for Elder, and right between the hands of Ryan Elder. Brian on the coverage along with Jeff Turgoletti, but Elder again had that one in his grasp. He had dropped one earlier, and that was a tough play, but sure Ryan feels he should have caught it.
This was a great throw here by Jarrett Willie. You see, it's not much of a play-action fake, but he puts the ball right on the money right here, and you can see Ryan Elder. It's kind of a post route coming right in here. That's an excellent throw. Excellent throw.
Right on the numbers, 40 yards in the air. Oh! So 3rd and 8 with the single back. Halfback in the slot, 3 receivers right. And they go on the handoff to Marino Di Marie, and he will be short.
He's about a step away from breaking that right at the last there.
Could it be we're going to see a punt?
Well, I think what they want to do is punt him down in the hole. But they're showing pass to one side, and they're coming back with a little short trap to the other side. And right there, had that tackle not been made, he's off to the races for more than just a first down.
Well, Bryant and Heiser go deep, anticipating a punt from Ryan Summers. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. That tells the story. We've got some kind of football game for you. Hope you're enjoying this one. Here we go. Here's somebody right from Central Casting, and obviously a I don't know. Nothing like high school football, you know?
I'll tell you, I ran into him in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Summers back. You'll finish that story, Jack. I want to hear this.
Nice punt.
Gets
Big bounce.
Inside the 10. Ooh, picked up, and that's a dangerous play there, but that one was headed for the old coffin corner. Ooh. Spring Valley Hall high with the ball. He's got a Turgoletti's got a man. He's got Bryant, but overshoots him. Eric Bryant had beaten the coverage, and again, a lot of guts, but a smart play to throw from your own
Well,
end
you
zone.
know, it certainly is unexpected from the standpoint of what they've been doing all afternoon, but they have an awful lot of confidence in Turgoletti, and both these receivers are open, as you can see right here. The ball's just a little overthrown.
Turgoletti only 2 for 5, 43 yards.
During the season, he's had a better average than that, completing 45 of 82 for 700 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Nice. Jared Willie is opposite number with 2 TD passes. That's the story. Here's brother Josh, and Josh gets across the 10. Zeb Martin stopping him, and it'll be a 3rd and long. Now, this is a team, I don't want to try to anticipate anything, but
I don't think so, Mike.
this is a team that went 4th and 2 from its own 25 in a playoff game earlier.
It's not going to happen tonight. If they don't get, they're going to be punting the ball. If they don't get close on this. There's no way the way DuQuoin has been moving the football, they're going to give them the football this close to the end zone.
Well, we'll have to wait a timeout to see, because that is minutes. Well, barring overtime, and right now it's an overtime situation. 22 all for Spring Valley Hall and DuQuoin. Hall with a 3rd and 6 from its own 13. Josh Turgoletti in motion. Again, it's Jeff Turgoletti trying to turn it up, and he will be well short.
Now, this sets up what you wanted to talk about, Mike.
I wanted to talk about the idea that these guys have gone 4th down deep in their own territory. Okay, now you're saying there's no way that's going to happen. We're going to look for John Zeal to punt the ball. So how come they haven't dropped any men back? Oh, now they are. Okay.
They read the clippings too, but he also figures it's not going to happen.
All right, Zeal will punt it. And you're looking at Devin Jones and Brian Reeves, the 2
it's blocked.
Zeal blocked right in his face.
That's why they don't punt on 4th down.
Jack, you're saying this is a gambling team, but right there, DuQuoin coming in, making the recovery. Isaac Miller, who's been big all game, and wow, what a big play that was.
Well, the punter just took, he wasn't back very deep, but he just took too much time. I mean, he took 3 steps here. No way.
See who actually blocked it for DuQuoin. Looks like Rick Schneider, a lineman. number 59, and Isaac Miller falling on the ball. So from the 5, DuQuoin in great shape right here. They give it to Zeb Martin, and Martin is wrapped up quickly by number 55, Jim Balzarine.
What a turnaround for a ball game like this to have something like that happen.
Well, you know there's got to be some big play that someone makes in a game like this.
Well, actually, you know, you talk about a big play like that. That was more, not so much a big play from my standpoint, but just a breakdown mechanically. It just took too long to get the ball off from that deep in his territory. I mean, he looked like he was posing for pictures.
DeMarie, Martin, Little, the 3 backs, straight across. And look out, DeMarie got nothing. Joe Thompson made the stop on Marino DeMarie.
Well, they know they've got to do it here. Again, great penetration right there. Joe Thompson just coming in from behind.
Well, Ryan Summers was kicking field goals in practice. He has not attempted one this year. And on 3rd and 5, DuQuoin hopes they won't need to call on it.
Big splits down here by both tackles.
Then they use the bigger bodies, and they give it to DeMarie, and DeMarie will be stopped short again. Heiser putting the brakes on that with zeal. And with zeal.
That was almost a dead giveaway as to where that play was going. They had the tackle split out, which took the defensive people out of there, and they were just running the fullback right up the gut here. And good job by filling here by the linebackers and by John Zeal.
Ball just outside the 3-yard line. There is Al Martin. And decisions. And
gonna kick it.
They will try it. Ryan Summers, his first field goal attempt from the 11-yard line, so it's a 21-yard field goal. Summers dead on.
Oh, he made it.
And it's up, it's good.
First time might as well be the best time.
So Ryan Summers with a clutch kick after a clutch punt. So Ryan Summers is doing the job right here for DuQuoin. 8 minutes, 59 seconds. The Indians have gone out ahead 25-22. Stay right there. I know you will. We'll be back. Off the clock, and Stanton will left-foot it out of there on the kickoff. Scrimming it once again. Josh Turgoletti takes it on his 32, and Turgoletti gets a few yards across the 35. And so
time this year out of the same conference.
And the 4A game will be coming up next. Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin against Providence. Meanwhile, Hall with Guarini trying to get moving here, and Martin and Miller combining on the stops for DuQuoin.
You know, I have such trouble sleeping on the Thanksgiving weekend. I don't know if it's I eat too much during Thanksgiving or the fact that I'm just excited about all these high school games, but this is really exciting to come down here and even watch it on television, watch these great high school teams getting the chance to play for the state championship.
It is fun on Chevrolet Sports Fire. We talked about things to be thankful for in sports. And this is right at the top of my list, and they're bearing me out here. Gurley on the left wing. And once again, they go with Guarini straight up the middle. Guarini close to first down yardage across the 45-yard line.
He looks like he is a man possessed those last two carries. Running behind a real fired-up hog soldiers, that offensive line. You can see right here, they're getting on people and driving them off, and he's doing a nice job of just leg driving, getting up the field.
Ryan Elder coming across to put the brakes on Nick Guarini. Just short of the first down by about a yard. Time now ticking off at 7:30. Spring Valley down 3. 3rd and 1. Josh Turgoletti in motion, and somebody moved on the left side of the line, but look out! Jeff Turgoletti takes it well into DuQuoin territory. The flags go. Somebody on the left side of the line looked to be moving.
Left end jump, fell out of his stance, and big play.
And the flag went down. 23-yard run, but yeah, they call it an illegal shift.
Yeah, he fell out of his stance. He lurched forward just prior to, watch the bottom of your screen right here, right down at the bottom. See him leaning forward. Right here in the red. There he is, moving.
Yeah.
That's a big play. Big play.
Like Nick Heiser, number 80. It was Heiser, by the way, who caught that touchdown pass with about 4 minutes to go in the semifinal against Marion.
It's a coach's nightmare when somebody's offside when you're not even at the point of attack where the play is going.
So it's a 3rd and 6 now for Hall. Crashing through. Look at Reams. Chad Reams made that play. And he just came through like a man possessed with DuQuoin. What a play by Chad Reams, the sophomore.
Watch him. He comes right in the B gap here, just fires in that seam, goes right by the fullback, makes a nice play on the quarterback.
Looks like Guarini looked back and gave him a lookout, and that's not going to get it done.
No, it sure isn't. That's his man to pick up on that play, too.
All right, Zeal is going to punt it again. Last time he had it blocked. Devin Jones going back with Brian Reeves in double coverage. Moves it more quickly. Oh, again it's blocked. This time.
And he's gone. He's gone.
Look out. The linebacker. Look out. Touchdown DuQuoin.
And that's why they don't punt on 4th down. 2 in a row.
Miller the block. Matt Helmer the touchdown.
Part of that problem, Mike, is that he's a 3-step punter, and he's only lining up 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. By the time he takes his 3 steps, he's 7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
We have a flag down there on the 5-yard line.
That could be a celebration call.
Let's see.
Primary signal is clipping against DuQuoin.
A clip against DuQuoin.
Who missed that?
We heard from Steve Adams, the public address announced the preliminary signal. Let's go over here with George Lorenz. Hear what he says. Well, the punt was blocked by Isaac Miller. Matt Helmer picked it up, number 34, ran 32 yards for a touchdown. And here's the call.
On the return, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down for DuQuoin.
Well, the spot of the foul was the 5-yard line, and you wonder how much was necessary to do there, but DuQuoin's going to have to get into the end zone again.
A little too much exuberance by the blocker, thinking he needed a little help to go 3 yards.
Joe Little. And Little with a good gain inside the 15. Let's see if we can see the block again. We'll certainly see the block punt. Maybe
Watch, count his steps, Mike. 1, 2, 3, and then he's coming, and that's too long for where he's lining up from. Just absolutely too long for where he's lining up. Now let's follow through here. Here's the play. Presence of mind to pick this up. And he's going down the sidelines, and at this point right now, he's in pretty good shape. Well, that's just not a real act.
I don't know if
that's kind of a touchy.
Yeah.
Real touchy.
Hold on, Miller. 2nd down here. And Little gets very little.
I mean,
if that was in fact where it was, I don't know where else he could have.
Well, no, that's where the flag was thrown. He was the only person that was anywhere near that play.
Didn't look like he touched him.
I don't think he did either.
May have been tripped up by his own man. But the call's made, so let's
take a look right here.
Now watch number 61. That's Miller going. Well,
it looked like he was actually trying to pull back.
I don't think Zeal even knew he was there.
And the thing, Zeal was never affected in his pursuit of the ball carrier. Kind of an interesting call.
Academic, it's 3rd and 1. And straight ahead on the sneak and stopping the quarterback. Ray Actus has been big all day. There's Actus.
Now we got another 4th down, Mike. How many of these we've had throughout this entire ball game?
Clock at 4:45.
You can see the penetration right there. Joe Thompson comes right in the A gap between the center and the guard and makes that play. Now it's 4th and 1. The crowd is on their feet here at Illinois State.
Willie the quarterback. Martin the fullback. And Zeb Martin needs the extra yardage. Looks like he's got it.
Depends on the mark here.
Well, it's the first surge. He had to get to the 10. He had to get basically flat on the 10-yard line.
And that's where he's
oh, my.
That was an interesting mark here.
John Zeal making the stop. Gary Vicini looking on, and we will measure this one.
You can see right here, he's got to get to that yard line right there. There's the surge. The linebacker's coming up to fill, and the mark, you can see the line judge coming right down here. Now, initially where he's at, he's beyond the line, but you can see where the ball is, and he's short. Oh, my. No, he got it.
Just made it by the nose of the football. Oh, the nose of the football. Eric Bryant, Spring Valley Hall. You can see his reaction, number 25, and Gary Vicini. Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, not only does it give them the first down, it gives them control of the clock for DuQuoin, and Al Martin wants a timeout right here. 4:19. Martin wants a timeout. Yardage is tough down here. Jack, what's the timeout for?
Well, I think right now he wants to make sure that they're all working on the same cylinders. He doesn't want... He wants to make...
They've only got one left.
Well, but how many times has he been down here? You know, that's a key situation for him. They want to run some clock because obviously the Hall has been able to score, so they want to run the clock, but he's probably talking about the splits to take. The last couple plays, there's been tremendous penetration by the linebackers getting in the seams between the center and the guards because the splits were too big.
DuQuoin, 1-88, 1-92, second last year. Looking for a third championship under Al Martin. What a record he has had. Joe Little, been a factor here in the second half with the touchdown, 42 yards on the ground. Spring Valley Hall, Gary Vicini, a dozen years at the same location, looking for his first championship and this his first trip to the finals. The timeout situation, as you can see, as we mentioned, that DuQuoin down to its last timeout, but obviously Al Martin felt it very valuable to take one right here with the clock at 4:19 and a 3-point lead. Well, we're coming up after this, the 4A game. Providence looking for a second straight title against Sacred Heart Griffin of Springfield. Jack?
Well, it's going to be interesting here, the ball control and the selection of plays that they have down here.
Classic wishbone. T.C. Craig, who's been out of the lineup. Craig gets down to the 8. And they will milk the clock as much as they can. Now going to 4 minutes. T.C. Craig, who scored on a screen pass earlier, here takes this handoff.
Just power right here, coming right at you, and he tries to bounce outside. He had more of a hole inside. But remember, they want to get in field position. They might be running the ball in here. What he talked about was possession to finish up with wherever they are with the ball in the middle for the field goal.
But the field goal would only give them a 6-point lead.
Well, he might think that's enough at this point. Some score is better than nothing.
Willie under center. This is Little. Little to the 5.
Again, notice where he's going. Coming right back into the middle of the field.
Joe Thompson on the stop.
I'm sure they're going for the score, but obviously that the fact is that if they don't get it, they want to be in good position. They don't want to be kicking anything on an angle. Good power running right here by Joe Little, 5'8", 145-pound senior. He's had a nice game tonight for the Indians.
So what here, Jack? Keep in the middle of the field, kick the field goal, or try to sprint out in that pass that's been so successful.
I think they keep in the middle of the field. They've been running power, and what do I know?
Willie looking. He's got his man, Zeb Martin, touchdown.
They have an awful lot of confidence in Jarrett Willie. He hadn't thrown that much all year, but apparently they feel as if he's come up with the big plays tonight.
Zeb Martin across the middle. Jarrett Willie going left, throwing right. And what a play this is.
Right here, it's a design pass all the way. He's rolling out. You can see right here where there's a little delay by the fullback right in the middle of the field. He's getting the flow of the defense, and he throws back against the grain. Right there, there's the coach's son.
He had Ryan Elder there right behind him, too. Here's the placement by Summer. It is up. It is good. 2:51 to go. DuQuoin has taken command of this one. 32.
That they felt as if they keep the ball in his hands, that he could run it in, or if anything were to happen here, they could still come back to the field goal. But that's all that is the back coming out of the backfield. He snuck through. They got the linebacker. He's been the quarterback, and he's only thrown 8 touchdown passes in 13 games. He throws 3 tonight.
Well, that's why it's the championship.
But it really came down, obviously, to the special teams in that punting game. It killed Hall.
Stanton bounces this one. And taking it to 37. And down across the 40 goes number 88, Joe Reed. 2:51 still up there, Jack. I think somebody from the Red Devils is in charge of the clock, or they forgot to run.
Well, remember, he kicked it. It doesn't start until it's touched. And obviously, the clock man didn't react real quickly to that kick.
Okay, Jeff Turgoletti now. Got to make something happen, trailing by 10. And there's the draw to Guarini, and Guarini lots of room. And Guarini down to the 40-yard line of DuQuoin.
They have 2 timeouts, Mike. Right here, watch him go beyond and bring it back around. The reason for that is the linebackers will keep on dropping until he goes past the running back.
17-yard run, John Gregory the stop. 7 plays, 20 yards, and the 5-yard touchdown reception by Zeb Martin. 1st and 10. From the DuQuoin 40. Straight drop back. Turgoletti.
He's got a man
looking deep. And he's got Bryant inside the 10. Bryant among 3 defenders making the grab and had to turn around and come back to do it.
Well, they doubled coverage on the outside. He came out of the backfield. You see Bryant right there at the bottom of your screen. He's going up the seam right on the hash marks. They double cover the outside receiver. He runs inside. It's an excellent throw. A nice catch by Gregory. Excuse me.
All around.
By Bryant.
Yeah, Eric Bryant, 32-yard reception. The ball on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Here's Bryant swinging right. Going for the corner.
One.
Oh! And what a game, what a touchdown-saving tackle by Devin Jones right there. Jones came up, tripped him up as he was turning the corner.
Now, Devin Jones didn't bite on that one. If you remember, that was the touchdown play that Eric Bryant ran in the beginning. Exactly the same play. Tried to dip inside. Watch him try and dip inside to get Devin Jones to be suckered inside. He doesn't fall for it. He maintains his outside leverage. Cuts him off at the pass with a nice ankle-saving tackle.
Well, it was Jepson, the right guard, who had to put the block on Devin Jones, and Jones was able to avoid it and trip up Eric Bryant as he was headed for the end zone. So a timeout taken here. There's Al Martin taking his troops and giving them the encouragement. You're just about 2 minutes away, guys. Hang in there. Do it.
Got to stop them here. They'll go for 2. Then the onside kick. We got a lot of football left.
Oh, yes.
It's been a heck of a football game.
Interesting how it turned on the 2 block punts.
I guess that answers our question.
As Live always going. But no, John Zeal had punted a lot. He had punted for a 34-yard average. Again, not in this kind of competition to be sure, but they played some pretty tough teams. Al Martin, we told you, 91 victories in 10 years. What's that average to, Jack?
91 victories in 10 years. Good God. A guy that good, he's won 10 a year.
There we go.
Or 9.1, whichever you prefer, but I was rounding it off. Being a coach, we want to go for 10.
And anything over a fraction.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, 2nd down and 3. The ball's on the 3. Guarini close to the goal line.
Gotta get this play.
Stop. Clock continues to run at 1:42. Ball is just about a football length from the goal. A minute and a half. Jeff Turgoletti over center. Guarini again, touchdown. Okay. 32-28. With a minute 27 to go, Jack, as you said, there is time.
You can see right here, just power football. Good second effort. Real good second effort by Nick Guarino. Let's see the surge of the offensive line here. Not so much of a surge as is the effort of the running back, Nick Guarino.
Well, it really doesn't matter here whether you go for 1 or 2. Because a field goal doesn't seem to be in the cards.
Well, we've had some surprises. Maybe they have a poor punter and a great field goal kicker.
Okay, guess what? Flags fly. Play is dead.
Illegal procedure. Oh, too much time.
So they'll have to go now from 5 yards further back. That is a true challenge. And a field goal was not an option here. The field goal kicker is Guarini, and they haven't made one all year.
You're talking about field goal or extra point? I mean, right now we're looking at, if they go for 2 and make it, we're looking at 32-30. Onside kick.
Yeah, and you're looking at a field goal, but again, that has not been a strong part of their offense.
Right.
And now they will be hard pressed to convert this too. As they're going to take it back to the 8-yard line. So Heiser splits it left. Eric Yearley in motion. Draw. They give it to Guarini, and they did this. They did this against Marion, and it worked beautifully just like that. So a 2-point conversion brings the score 32-30 within 2 points. A minute 27 to go. Here's the extra point.
Watch the linebacker dropping out. You see the linebacker turn his back, drops out of the play, and he gets number 55, Jim Belzerini, coming down and blocking him, and Eric Bryant. Watch the linebacker. We've got a stun at the top. Middle linebacker drops out. Tom Jepson does a nice job of riding out Sean Dunmeyer there. And we're looking at a barn burner. 32-30, a minute 27 left.
Well, Jack, the barn has been on fire since this thing
Certainly
started.
has.
It was the longest burning barn, I think, in Bloomington normal history. There's Al Martin.
Now we're checking the hands team. If you look at most of the numbers that are out there right now, you don't see any lineman numbers. They're all 20s, 30s,
Anybody
80s.
with tape on the hands has a seat on the bench.
That's right. So the hands team is out there.
There is time. Each team with 1 timeout left. 5 plays, 57 yards, a minute 24. Guarini with the 1-yard run, followed by the 8-yard conversion.
Well, looking at the onside kick situation, what's nice about doing it on the AstroTurf is you're going to get a big bounce and crazy bounces.
Roger Reed, number 76, is the kicker.
There's the hands team, 5 up and 5 in the second row, and 1 deep.
Ball has to go 10 yards, which is
now they're going for a power. 2 things can happen here. They're going to all power right at here, and some people block the receivers, and the other guys are the recoverers. Or if they get any movement by the hands team, they can kick it back to the weak side.
8 men to the left of the kicker.
This is going to be a smash mouth play right here.
Come on, DuQuoin, go get it! Go for it, DuQuoin!
Reed bounces it, shoots it over, and Reeves has it, drops it, and guess who's there? Let's unpile this.
I don't think they got it.
It looked to me like DuQuoin had covered it.
Oh, they're giving it to him.
Oh, no. They're saying that Spring Valley Hall has it. Let's see what happens.
The officials haven't called it yet. No. They're trying to get the crowd to make the call.
Well, Spring Valley is celebrating. Joe Thompson,
Oh.
78. And yes, they do have it. Oh, my. Let's see if we can pick this up on the replay.
What happened is this was really not a good kick. It got there too fast. You can see right here. Never hit the ground. This should have been caught.
Reeves had it right in his hands. And it looked like there's Ryan Elder. Looked like he had it covered.
Right here, he just doesn't catch it.
See who snuck in to get it. Eric Bryant.
This looks like going for the last plate at the buffet.
Clock is running, a minute 5 to go. Receiver split right. They're going to go. Got a man. And Heiser, they got a flag.
Oh, my.
Heiser was open at the 10-yard line. Devin Jones defending.
I can't believe it.
Now here's where the high school rule, of course, works to the detriment of the offense because it's only a 15-yard penalty. They will not get the ball inside the 10 where the infraction occurs.
A lot of faking. He was really lucky. He steps up, throws, delivers the ball in a post route. You can see right here. Right there's the push. Good call. Ball's right on the money.
Now it was Heiser in the semifinal, as we take a look at this again, who caught a 58-yard touchdown pass to defeat Marion after Marion had gone ahead.
That was actually an excellent defensive play. Had he not interfered with him, that was a touchdown. That was a good, smart defensive play right there. He was beat, he knew it, and he interfered.
Previous spot. First down.
That was
And the ball again is still a ways away. It's at the 29-yard line. 55 seconds to go. One timeout. It'll be 1st and 10. Jeff Turgoletti talking to his teammates, keeping a cool head. He's got the time. Sends Josh Turgoletti as well as Hurst to the left. Shoots this one across to Bryant, and Bryant gets very little. Maybe 2 yards.
Well,
to try to set
Matt Helmer almost came up, number 34, and almost picked that off. He read that. Watch him right here as we look at the bottom of the screen. It's just a quick pass. Want it to be a screen, a quick screen. Watch 34 right there. That would have been a big play had he picked that off.
Only a 1-yard gain. Clock now 51 seconds. You see it there, the two coaches.
What's the timeout situation? I believe it's 2-1.
Each has one timeout left. Each team with a timeout.
High school football.
They've opened every page of the playbook. Yearly split to the left. In motion goes Bryant. They fake the screen. Turgoletti looking. Throws it across the field into coverage. I can't believe he caught that. Look at that catch once again. Oh, my. Absolutely incredible. Nick Heiser, Mr. Clutch again. Heiser.
Look at this crowd.
Reception. Devin Jones defending.
Wow, what a play. He looks off. He's looking at the bottom, a pump fake. They're going deep. Now he's going back weak side. This is his secondary receiver. Gets pressure. Not a good throw. Look at that catch.
From the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. And they give it to Bryant, and Bryant driven back. Clock now at 25 seconds.
You got to use the timeout here.
Or they've got to spike the ball.
I'd use the timeout. You can spike it later.
Well, they have stopped the clock, so they've taken their last timeout.
By the time you would have got set up there to spike it, you would have lost probably another 7 or 8 seconds. Take the timeout here, then later you can tell them in the huddle. Right now, if we run another running play and it doesn't go, line up quickly and we'll spike it.
Well, we had a 2-point game in the two-way matchup. We've got a 2-point game here. And hold everything. 23 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Spring Valley.
These fans have not sat down since the start of the 4th quarter. It's been that type of a ball game. Both sides of the field on their feet.
There is the wind. It'll be at the back of the kicker if they attempt to kick, but I don't think that's an option.
There's the luxury seating there. Luxury boxes for Hancock Stadium right behind the flag.
That's the north goal. That's Al Martin looking for his 3rd championship. Gary Vicini looking for his 1st. 2nd and goal.
Wow.
From the 2. There's the tie. 23. Jeff Turgoletti gives it to his big fullback, Marini. Touchdown for Hall.
Nothing fancy, just getting behind that offensive line. Just banging the ball across. Fundamental football. Great job by the offensive line.
They've come back from 2 near disastrous block punts. They converted an onside kick, and now they have scored with 20 seconds to go. 36-32, Spring Valley Hall. Nick Guarini from 2 yards away.
0 for 2.
Oh, my.
Unbalanced line left. 2nd man through, no adjustment made.
Josh Turgoletti, he's got another conversion. 38-32. 20 seconds to go. And Josh Turgoletti is down in the end zone.
There's the surge right there. Look at that offensive line. They drove him 3 yards into the end zone, and the back never went down. Nice play by Nick Guerreri. Better job by Hanson, Pinter, Burden, and Jepson.
Watch Guarini here. This is the 2-point conversion to Josh Turgoletti, and Josh Turgoletti has a touchdown and now 2 extra point conversions from 2. There's still 20 seconds to go, Jack. As there is Eric Bryant. I don't know how much gas he's got left in his tank, but down on the field, and Bryant is calling for Gary Vicini. Says, hold it, just cool it right now.
I think he landed on the football, got the wind knocked out of him.
Coming up right after this, the Class 4A Championship. Going to have to go some to beat this one.
It's amazing that two teams can play this well under this kind of pressure in this kind of a setting. The state championship, a full house crowd on their feet. It's really truly a credit to both of these coaching staffs and these young men. Great job of high school football being played.
There's Turgoletti. Josh Turgoletti seems to be fine walking off the field after converting on the two-point conversion. Well, Al Martin shuffling through his playbook. Let's see what else he's got. They've thrown everything at both teams from each other.
Now, do you remember California on the kickoff?
But they're going to get the ban?
Well, what's going to happen is there are plays where you can throw it, on the kickoff, as long as you're throwing it behind. And those kind of crazy, wild things have happened.
Describe this to me again.
Well, he kicks the ball. As long as the next person's behind me, it's like a lateral. I can throw it back, all the way back across the field. So you get the surge. I don't know that they have that in their playbook, but it's schoolyard, but it's done. And the way this game has been going, nothing would surprise me.
T.C. Craig is deep in the middle.
I kick this thing, just punch it right through everybody and let that thing bounce around, and as soon as somebody touches it, that clock is going. I don't want to kick it deep where they're allowed to set up.
Roger Reed does squib it, and it goes back. Taking it to 35.
The clock will stop.
Going up across the 40. Tony Jones for DuQuoin.
Line up on the ball, fellas.
Guarini made the play. So here we go. Jared Willey, who has been no less than wizardous or full of wizardry. I can't just coin words that way.
There's that last time out. Kind of surprised there wasn't a play called on the sidelines, so they wouldn't have to use a timeout here, because they knew that the clock wouldn't run until those chains were reset.
Well, they need a touchdown and an extra point to win, a touchdown to tie.
Well, the officials called a timeout for DuQuoin, but I didn't think that they had any.
Oh, they had one left.
They had one left, but they didn't really use it here. As far as they just did it to stop the clock, they could have done that. Kind of interesting.
Clock is running. No, it's stopped now at 16 seconds. Willie sprints it out. Looks for Brian Reeves, number 80, looking for Elder 84. Double coverage back there with Jeff Turgoletti and Bryant. Ball was out of bounds. 9 seconds to go.
Two more pass plays left. Now you can see right here, that's not a real good defensive play by that cornerback, rocking back there on his heels. He shouldn't let anybody get that close under these circumstances. He's on his heels.
Quickly, Spring Valley Hall calls Guarini off the field.
We're going to see a double pass back of some kind here.
No more receivers out.
Middle screen.
On. They throw the middle screen. T.C. Craig outside. 2 seconds, 1 second. No time left. That will do it. T.C. Craig gets inside the 35-yard line, but time has run out on DuQuoin, and there, Spring Valley Hall celebrates.
Great football game. Exciting football game. It's too bad there has to be a loser in a game like this. Really a shame.
And that's a game you can say that without feeling any feelings of being trite. It is true, these teams have just played it 100% from the opening kickoff. And that young man, the quarterback, Jeff Turgoletti, take a look at a very disappointed group of DuQuoin Indians. But boy, did they play a football game. 20 seconds to go. The winning touchdown coming after the recovery of the onside kick. Nick Garini, he's been the big guy.
And big surge right here by the offensive line. You can see it right there, driving everybody right into the end zone.
A special thanks while we have a minute to the schools for all their help here. The IHSA, Roger Kraft from DuQuoin, who has been our spotter traditionally, I think going back to 1988. Both teams shaking hands. What a football game.
Well, it really did come down to who had the ball last.
What an incredible finish. DuQuoin had the game won.
Yes, they certainly did. Every emotion that you can imagine is here, of disbelief by some people, shock and disbelief, tears of joy, tears of disappointment.
They had a 10-point lead with, I believe, under 5 minutes to go. Al Martin talking to his team. Al Martin finishing second now for the second year in a row.
You can see he's very emotional right there. Obviously letting the kids know that they're not a loser. Just ran out of time. That's a difficult talk that you have to give to your players right there. You can see the strain that he has, the emotions that he's holding back. You can see the players behind him obviously distraught.
Everyone will remember this for a long, long time. Probably no one feels worse about it than Al Martin, but he's giving it one for the Gipper right there. And on the other side, the red, white, and black, the Red Devils, boy, have they put together a finish. (16-16), all tied up at halftime. DuQuoin went out ahead, went up by 10 points late in the fourth quarter. And then the touchdown, the onside kick, and another score with 20 seconds to go, and that turned it around.
It was really quite a ball game.
All right, we'll show you some highlights. We'll watch some awards, and we'll all catch our breath. Stay tuned. Waiting to exhale. Everybody is just trying to catch his or her breath after this incredible finish. 38-32. Hall High of Spring Valley over DuQuoin. DuQuoin there on the stand receiving the second place trophy, which of course right now nobody wants over there, but it is quite an achievement. Second year in a row that DuQuoin has come in to the final game and finished second, and I don't think too many teams can make that statement.
No, they can't, but right now that's a little hard to digest for them. But you know, there's so many people in the stands trying to recap in their mind what happened throughout the fourth quarter, the way it went back and forth like a ping pong match. And of course, we're fortunate to have the replay and be able to recap all of that. The people in the stands are just trying to talk back and forth. You remember this? Do you remember that? Remember that pass? Remember this fumble? It's been an amazing football game.
T.C. Craig. He scored a touchdown on a screen pass and run. Devin Jones, number 22, being consoled there. And there is somebody who is thrilled and relieved, number 85, John Zeal, who's excellent tight end and the punter, and didn't have to punt until the fourth quarter, and punted twice, had both of them sent back in his face, and seemed to be wearing the goat's horns until the last second heroics.
Well, as we say, when this story is retold to his children 20, 25 years from now, he will not even probably have punted. It'll be just a memory.
Jack, it's just been an absolutely wonderful game. Great to watch. Great to have the privilege of watching, and we hope you've enjoyed it out there. Gary Vicini getting his congratulations there. Jeff Turgalinda, the quarterback, next to him. There's Nick Garini, scored the winning touchdown. Yes, you are number one. Oh, you Red Devils, you.
A long way back to August 9th when they first started practicing. 90-degree weather. It was miserable those first 2-3 weeks of early practice. And now it's all culminated here on a very cold night in Bloomington.
There's Jim Balzarine. Well, we'll talk to the head coach when we come back. Right now, celebrations continue, and we'll take a break. That's the final score. It was a tie at halftime. The leads go back and forth, but let me tell you, the Spring Valley Hall Red Devils with 2 touchdowns in the final minute 27 coming back to win it. Let's take a look at